Welcome to the morning show, everybody. It is 11:30 a.m. and it's September 6th. I'm here with AJ and the Druth.
Hey.
Everybody, we have a great show lined up, everybody. We're going to talk some XRP and Asia. We're talking about Bitcoin millionaires, Bitcoin billionaires. We got some Tether news as well, and also Blackrock doing some things, and Coinbase taking action. And also, do you want to own Justin Bieber royalties as an NFT? We're going to talk about that. It's kind of a fun story right there. And then also, we might point out the richest person in every American state. We have the richest person in all 50 states. We're not going to go through all of them, but a little bit of fun with that. It's a pretty cool graphic too. How are we all doing today? Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. I think it's just time for us to just get right into the show. Make sure you're subbed to our channel here. Guys, make sure you follow me on X, DZ_BTC. We're going to have the Xminute at the end of the show. It's going to be a blast. You're going to definitely want to see what I've been tweeting and liking here, everybody. But let's just look at the markets. We've actually reduced the amount of coins by 4. How do you lose your coin status on CoinGecko, AJ?
You really got to mess up, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, bear market, man. Bear market things, everybody.
For sure.
There's 848 exchanges. I need to start looking at that number as well. We are down, but you know what? Let me hit that refresh button. Sometimes DZ can bring us into the positive. It didn't work this time. $1.07 trillion. 24-hour volume is way down, though. We're now coming in at 29 billion. We're close to 50 just yesterday. Gas is only 33 Gwei. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 46.3. Feeling pretty good about my bet with Tim. Tim thinks it's going to go to 60%. It would be 62%, I think, or maybe 58% on CoinGecko is a little bit. We're going by the trading view metric. Feeling good about it, though, everybody. Now, let's look at the prices. We have Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down 0.4%, everybody. We have Ethereum down 0.7%. But the markets, looks like the markets are really only down 0.3, 0.2. I wonder if, does that mean there's a Tether print somewhere? XRP down 1%. We have Lido staked Ether down right under 1%. Solana losing a lot of those gains, folks. It is down 4.5%. Didn't hold $20. AJ, how do you feel about Solana? I mean, can't seem to get past 20 and hold it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a psychological number. No question about that. I mean, the Visa news, it was big. I'm surprised, like, people didn't pile in more, but it kind of just goes to show that the macro is more scary right now, especially everything that I've been seeing on the charts and September is never a good look in general. The past 6 Septembers in a row have been bearish. Even in the bull run, still a bearish month. I just think the odds are stacked against Solana despite the bullish news.
And I think the odds are stacked for Chainlink, everybody. We have Chainlink up a little bit, is up 1.4% on this red day. XLM down 4.5%. Chainlink, we're going to talk about some Chainlink as well. All right, let's look at the top gainers of the day. I heard if you hit the like button, you quadruple your chances that this will match your portfolio. So I'm going to give you 2 seconds to go ahead and do it. 1, 2. All right, you clicked it. All right, now we have I didn't buy my Caspa, AJ. Why didn't you tell me to buy Caspa?
It's my fault. You know why? Because I did. And I didn't text you on purpose. I knew
it. Yep, so why do you want to take food from my future children's mouths?
It's not like that.
Why do you want my dogs to starve? Do you hate dogs?
No, I love dogs. I have a dog. I have a dog. Indy's a good girl.
We have Crypto Savvy with the super chat. Still thinking we're going below 10K. I'm still thinking we're not Crypto Savvy. Hey, if we go below 10K, I'll give you a respectful Japanese bow. I won't go like full 90-degree right angle, like submissive janitor looking at the CEO, but I'll give you a respectable bow there. Savvy says below 10K. AJ, do we go below 10K?
Wait, below 10K on what?
Bitcoin.
On Bitcoin. Oh, God, no. I thought you were talking about something else. No way.
Santana, no need to delete that, Santana. There's no need to delete that. All right, Caspa, we have Caspa up 13.2%. I feel like I missed the boat. I bought 5 Chainlink instead, like an idiot. Maybe I'll feel smart about it in the future, but I feel dumb today because I didn't buy Caspa. We have Synthetics Network. It is up 5%. We have Thorchain up 3.4%. Radix, just always in that top 5 of losers and gainers here. IOTA up 2%. And then, hey, we do have Chainlink coming in at number 7 or number 8 there. All right, now let's hit the top losers. Okay, these are the coins going down the most. And it looks like Solana, followed by Stellar, and then followed by Roll Bitcoin. So if you look at the weekly, though, down 7%, down 2.5%. So Stellar was in the green for the week until yesterday, or until today, and then Rollbit is down almost 20% for the week there. We have eGold, also known as Multiverse X, down 3.3%. Stacks Stacks always like Stacks and Radix always like hanging out in these top 5 areas. I don't know why. Then we have Casper, XDC, and after that, about 2.5%. Nothing super crazy. Although we do have Gala.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised Gala's not down way more, considering what happened.
I see a lot of people tweeting about the 1.5 cents. So maybe there's something just a little bit psychological about the 1.5% there, or 1.5 cents there. So a lot of people saying, hey, it's beaten down so much, I'm going to buy more. So I think just people coming in and feeling good about that coin. Like we said, they probably just need one good game, and then I expect a lot of positive price action. And nothing about the tokenomics, just a lot of positive price action.
I also remember yesterday we looked at the Gala chart. It's like right at that double bottom. It didn't fall through that floor, which is good for like a reversal idea. But at the same time, it got completely wrecked from where it was even earlier this year. I remember Gala was one of the really big movers in the beginning of the year, lost all of that momentum, but at least it didn't fall through and put in a lower low, double bottom. So,
hey, we have Army Piper in the chat. I followed you today. Make sure you follow Army Piper, everyone. I'm going to go work out and listen in. Cheers, chat. You take it easy. Army Piper, hey, he's never, he's about the crypto gains, but he's about the real life gains too. Make sure you work your core, Army Piper. Don't just go for the fluff muscles. I'm talking to you, the people that curl in the squat rack. All right, you ready to talk about the main story here? MetaMask?
Sure.
Do you use MetaMask? Of course you use MetaMask.
Of course I use MetaMask. Yeah,
right,
of course.
So MetaMask is now allowing crypto cash out to PayPal and banks, but the fees could be high, folks. All right, there's a little bit of an asterisk here. They are the biggest self-custodial hot wallet. They have over 22 million users, and they've added the option for users to convert cryptocurrencies into fiat like USD. As a growing list of Web3 players strive to make digital assets usable in the real world, the cash out feature initially supports the conversion of only ETH and 2 types of fiat, depends on one location. But from there, MoonPay will take over and send the ETH to a user's designated bank account after calculating the exchange rate. Within minutes, the funds will show up in your bank. Users can also withdraw to PayPal, which is already a partner of MetaMask here. Let's see how the costs are divvied up. According to MetaMask demo using MoonMask, the user chooses to withdraw 0.5% Ether. That's going to be roughly $80. It looks like this much is going to gas, and then this much gets sold. So it looks like they're peeling off almost 20% right there. Wait a minute. No. They're coming in and saying it's 8%. Yeah, that's 8%. That means there's an additional transaction cost. Okay, so they're not counting the gas fee in that total right there. Yeah, 0.5. Okay, so 0.604. Not quite bullish. Yeah, I would agree with you there. It's not exactly bullish here. MetaMask isn't the only one trying to make it easier for users to spend their crypto. Recently, Gnosis, a network known for low fees, introduced a Visa card that allows users to spend crypto from their self-custodial wallets in Europe, with plans to expand the service in US and Hong Kong. Yeah, spending your crypto is not quite the same as cashing out there, though. So I do want to say it's not quite the same thing there. 8% is going to be a little bit high. Although I feel like, you're always going to feel a little bit of a tax, a little bit of a pain, a sting when you try to take your money off of crypto. Where do you use to fiat off-ramp? Coinbase. Now,
Yeah.
have you ever noticed, like, all right, the coin says, let's just say Ethereum. It's like, all right, Ethereum is $1,732. And then when you go sell, Ethereum is $1,712. And you're like, wait a minute, why did it just drop $20 in a half second?
Yeah. It's like New Jersey. Like, you don't pay to get in, but you pay to get out.
You're talking about the gas?
Well, no, the tolls.
Oh, the tolls.
Yeah,
okay,
it's like New Jersey.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've never driven into Jersey. I've heard that it stinks.
You're not missing anything.
The only thing I know about Jersey is from Bruce Springsteen songs and The Sopranos. So there's a lot of gangsters, and there's a lot of hard-working Americans out there just trying to struggle to pay their bills.
The Sopranos definitely made Jersey cool again. Like, a lot of people trying to come up in the entertainment world that were from Jersey would lie and say they were from New York. But then when The Sopranos came out, they were able to claim Jersey again. So thank God to Tony.
What? It was a little bit of Sopranos, but we also saw that with Jersey Shore.
Yep,
we had several Jersey Shore members that were actually from, I think, Staten Island.
Mm-hmm.
So like 3 of them were from Staten Island, but they would rep Jersey, even though they were just dirty New Yorkers.
Well, a lot of New Yorkers, vacation in Jersey. There's a lot of really fun, like Atlantic City. I like Atlantic City more than Jersey Shore.
I've never been to Atlantic City. How would you compare Atlantic to Vegas?
Oh my God, Vegas 10 out of 10. But if you're on the East Coast and it's only a 2-hour drive, Atlantic City's not that bad. I like the Borgata. Really good poker room at the Borgata.
Okay. Yep. Shout out to the Borgata.
Yep.
Should look out for AJ next time you see him in there.
2-5, baby. Let's go.
All right. Let's talk about the DApp store for your wallet. Also, MetaMask here. Consensus readying cross-chain MetaMask snaps. The upcoming MetaMask snaps will allow users to interact with different blockchains like Bitcoin and Solana from inside their MetaMask wallet. Could we cut to AJ's camera? We have adjustments happening live. We have BJ back in the studio. He's rocking the X-Men shirt. He's rocking the old school animated series X-Men shirt previously on X-Men. Great cartoon. Is it a great cartoon, BJ? He's ignoring me. He doesn't want to acknowledge me. I wouldn't acknowledge me either, but I'd feel quite acknowledged if you hit the like button.
It's the best.
Everybody, hit the like button. All right, let's talk about MetaMask. Eagerly awaited snaps will allow users to interact with different blockchains. This is coming from the Consensus Head of Strategy, Simon Morris. He shared that they're going to be able to expand the functionality of MetaMask here. They're going to be able to take it to non-EVM chains, and this is going to include Bitcoin, Solana, Avalanche, and Starknet. Starknet popularized by Iron Man 3. I don't know if you saw that. It wasn't there. Not really, folks. I know. Okay, Johnny's freaking out. He's like, don't you talk bad about Stark.
Tony Stark.
For those wanting a taste of snaps, Morris said users can download an app called MetaMask Flask. Calm down, Nick Demondi. It's not a flask for your alcohol. No, MetaMask Flask, but warn that is very much a tool for developers. Why is that funny, AJ?
That was just
because you've seen those demons.
Shots fired, bro.
You faced those demons.
Shots fired.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of beverage. I have done the mental reframe. I tell myself alcohol is poison.
It is,
and it works so well. I actually saw myself wanting to dump. I have, just some beverages, some social beverages in the house. I want to dump it down my sink. I was like, whoa, stop saying that. Hey, nothing wrong with a little cocktail every now and then. If you can handle it,
I haven't had a drink in 5 years because I hate hangovers.
Hangovers are the worst.
I hate it. It's just no.
It's just
I'm good. A hard left swipe. Left swipe on hangovers.
Hangovers are the worst. It's just no. I agree with that. I did have one beverage at the Atmosphere concert.
Well, yeah, it's different.
I had one.
Yeah.
I felt it the next day because I'm old. All right, let's talk about Ripple. Everybody ready for, where's the XRP army?
Put the X in the chat.
Put your X in the chat, everybody. Hit that like button if you like a little XRP. Not to be confused with Sharknet. Okay, all right. Well, that's if I have ice cream. But anyways, back to XRP here. SBI Remit Co. Limited. It's a key player in the money transfer service sector under the SBI Group, has announced its expansion into its partnership with Ripple and SBI Ripple Asia. So this is partnering with the Ripple Asia team here. This collaboration will set the introduction of international remittance services using XRP as a bridge currency for Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia. I think Indonesia has like a fairly high population too. The newly unveiled scheme, I don't know why they chose that word. The newly unveiled plan is designed to streamline the international remittance process. And the scheme constructed this time, SBI Remit sends a customer's remittance request, and then they send XRP in real time in response to the request. This dynamic approach is made possible through an alliance between Triangle Limited, a long-term Ripple partner, ensuring customers receive remittances in their local legal currency. So yeah, we have XRP still expanding the remittance platform. I think as we get more and more stable coins, as Indonesia has a stable coin. What was the other two countries here? Indonesia gets a stable coin, Japan, Philippines, once they get more and more popular stable coins on exchanges, I think that's when people probably switch to CBDCs or stable coins. But hey, who knows? Maybe they'll just stick using Ripple. I'm not sure. What do you think? We have a Filipino sending something to a Japanese cousin.
Okay.
Do they want to send, the Filipino wants to just, he gets paid in his local currency. Does he just want his mate to receive yen, or does he want his friend to receive Ripple, do you think?
I would want to receive Ripple personally. I mean, I think it could be the common denominator, because especially if the exchange, if it's easy to exchange, like if you want to flip it out, like I've never been to either of those countries, so I don't know the deal, but you would hope, if Ripple becomes the common denominator across the board, it's probably going to be advantageous to hold that.
All right. Yeah. John Odie says the show is fire. Hey, thank you, John. We're bringing the heat, baby. All right. Binance adds XRP and Dogecoin to FDUSD trading lineup. What is the FDUSD here? This is First Digital USD starting September 7th. This is introduced June of this year, and it's a reserve-backed stablecoin issued by FD121 Limited, a very creepy sounding name there. That sounds like a Raccoon City company right there, right?
FD1. It sounds like a race car model. You know, we got this
Yeah,
guy
or
in the FD121 Ferrari or
Yeah.
whatever. It's I don't know. It has that sound.
Yeah, it's either race cars or they're putting chips in your brain. All right, no, I'm kidding. No, this is a Hong Kong-based financial firm, and they're called First Digital Limited, everybody. Binance recently added their stablecoin to its trading lineup and is offering 0 trading fees for Bitcoin and Ether paired with it. This move comes as part of Binance's strategy to diversify stablecoin trading volumes, especially after regulatory issues impacted BUSD earlier this year. Exchange also waived fees for TUSD trading. Shout out to CZ and what they've done with BUSD. I think they're successfully rolling back the coin without it depegging in any kind of serious way. Wow. So if you would say, hey, man, that coin's not going to exist anymore, you would think, oh, my God, that means it's like it depegged and it's not worth anything and everyone dumped it. No, it seems like they're successfully successfully rolling it out and phasing it out. Probably not something that was easy.
We're calling that the reverse Caroline.
Adam Kane. No, I know what they said. The reverse Caroline. Okay, what does that mean? Expand on that.
Pegging. Come on.
Oh my,
it's pretty
BJ.
obvious.
Come on, BJ.
I'm back.
He's back, everybody.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened in those rooms. All right, let's talk about the millionaires and the billionaires. One, chat. Should billionaires exist? It's a hot button topic. Interested to know what you guys think. Half the world's crypto millionaires hold fortunes in Bitcoin. Nearly half of the world's 88,000 crypto millionaires hold wealth in Bitcoin. Now, these are just crypto millionaires. Folks, did you know that there's more millionaires in the world than there are Bitcoin that will ever be created? Think about that. There's not enough Bitcoin for every millionaire to own one. In fact, there's barely enough Bitcoin for every millionaire to own half of one. So just something to think about. You know, I think there's, as inflation and money machines just go, and sure, maybe we'll have ebbs and flows of the economy. I see a trend of more and more millionaires being created daily, not less. So just something to think about in the long term here. This trend is underscoring the enduring allure of Bitcoin despite the rise of numerous competitors. Crypto millionaires are big on Bitcoin here. Revealed at 182 crypto Centi millionaires. These are people with 100 million or more. 78 are Bitcoin investors. So, you know, we're looking at a little bit less than half there. The global market value of crypto stands at about 1.2 trillion. This demonstrates the significant impact of the digital asset class. With 425 million individual worldwide owning cryptocurrencies, it's clear that this isn't a passing trend, but a seismic shift in investment behavior. 425 million is going to be less than 10%. I would say that's probably accurate. Anytime I see a number, it's like 40% of people own Bitcoin. You're like, that's not true. That's just not accurate. Then you say, well, what is the source of this? It's like Coinbase email and people who answered it. I'm like, all right, well, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It's not a good sample size.
Not a good sample size.
I'm actually surprised that there's not more of them. That I mean, I kind of get it, because I would always say for people that have really large crypto bags, it's probably better to hold Bitcoin because it's not as volatile as the rest of the crypto market. If someone's in crypto and they only have like, $1,000, I'm never going to be like, you know what, it's a great idea, Bitcoin. I would never say that to them, because it's going to take so many billions of dollars have to go into the market cap for your 1,000 to become 2,000. But in the case where you're a millionaire or a multimillionaire, Bitcoin's probably a much safer bet, is why I'm surprised not more of them actually hold Bitcoin. But there's also the idea that they already made it. Like, why are they going to roll the dice or take chances? Yeah. And I don't know. There's probably
at a certain point, you go to making wealth to preserving wealth.
Exactly.
And then if you're preserved wealth, do you want to get into that volatile asset class? Maybe not, Let's see. We have over 1,000 people watching, but only 200 some odd likes. Guys, hit that like button. Let's get up to 33%. All right, let's look at this report. 6 billionaire crypto traders earn their fortunes from Bitcoin. So there's 40,000 crypto millionaires in the world holding Bitcoin. We kind of looked at that number with 182 with over 100 million. 78 of those have some Bitcoin. In addition, 6 of the 22 crypto traders who hold more than $1 billion amass their fortunes from trading Bitcoin. That is pretty huge right there, folks. So a lot of people, we got Barry Silbert, then we got the Winklevi, we got CZ, we got Brian Armstrong, and then we got Michael Saylor. So we got the crypto chads there. Wait a minute, we got one. Here's the fun story, though. The richest people in every state. First person to type in a state. I'm kind of hidden by the poll right there. Type in your state. We're going to look at your billionaire. Now, look, some states don't actually have a billionaire. some states you can have 90 billion and still not be the richest person. Bill Gates isn't the richest person in Washington State. Do you know who it is?
In Washington State would be Jeff Bezos.
It is Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos, so Bill Gates, not even the richest person in the state. But if you go to if you go to Alaska, you don't even have to have a billion to be the richest person there. All right, so it looks like the first one was North Carolina. It's a guy in Cary, North Carolina. I want to say was it lumber or something like that? Yeah, we got this guy right here. He's in Cary, North Carolina. So if you're wondering, I didn't mean to like zoom where the sun was. Let's see. All right, here we go. Here we have the states. All right, you said North Carolina, number one. North Carolina, the richest guy, James Goodnight. And he got it from software. He has 9.3. I think Utah came in after that. Is it Mitt Romney? Is it Mitt Romney? No, it's not Mitt Romney. It's Gail Miller. Whoa, she got it from car dealerships.
Yeah, shout out to Susan Alphon from Maine. Made it on shoes.
She made it from shoes.
Shoes. She put her soul into it, you know?
She really laced up and was ready to tackle the day. Shoes for the 77-year-old Susan Alphond. So yeah, pretty cool list if you want to check that out. Nebraska, of course, we have Warren Buffett over there, 117 million. I believe California has to be Texas is Elon Musk, right? Elon is in Austin now.
230. I think it said.
Yep, there we see Elon Musk, 230. Jeff Bezos, 149. A lot of money. Wyoming.
A lot of money.
Wyoming. I didn't even know it existed. That guy's worth $40 billion. All right. And then, like I said, Alaska, if we pull up Alaska, you can see right here, Anchorage, Alaska, doesn't even have a 1. He's not even in the 2 comma club, folks.
Wow.
You could be in the 1 comma club and make it there. No, sorry. No, the 2, not the 3. Yeah, you could be in the 2, not the 3.
Shout out to, Dan, Bubba, and Trudy Cathy.
Oh, yeah, this.
Here in Atlanta, Georgia, 11 billion for Chick-fil-A. Thank you. Thank you. And I bet they don't do anything on Sundays.
Hey, probably not. Yeah. So we got the Chick-fil-A family.
That's
what?
cool.
I'm happy about Georgia representing with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A money.
That's bars. That's bars. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when people, if you had $200 billion in cash sitting in a bank, maybe, you could probably do some cool things with that money. But a lot of these people, I think, is just going to be equity in their company. And then the equity in their company is valued at that. I don't know how much cash the Chick-fil-A people have, but, they probably have still privately held. So I'm assuming they hold like a high percentage of that ownership shares there.
They have to.
So, all right, the billionaires. All right, so should billionaires exist? So we got basically 4 to 5. So 4 out of 5 people say yes. 1 out of 5 people say no. Over 260 votes there. So
they should. Right. I mean, what my take is 1,000% they should exist. What's your take?
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, why would, I mean, that's the goal, right? Like, there's always more. If you become a millionaire, some people are like, okay, I'm just going to retire. And some people have that drive. Like, you know what? I want to keep going and make as much money as possible. I don't think that's immoral to make that much money. I think that should be a goal. Like, shouldn't we all, I don't know.
Yeah, look, if you own a company and supply demand economics mean people will willing to pay you X amount of money for your company, yeah, you should be worth that much. Always the one of the first female billionaires self-made is the Spanx founder. And I think she was famously like paying herself almost nothing. All her equity is tied up in her company. And so if you didn't want billionaires to exist, you would come in to the Spank founder's office and you just take half her company. That doesn't seem right to me.
No.
Doesn't seem right at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about a little Bitcoin here. All right, we got Owen in the house. All right, Bitcoin is set to form death cross as the dollar index teases a golden crossover, everybody. Death cross is a long-term bearish shift in momentum, while a golden cross suggests the opposite. Bitcoin seems to be doing the opposite of whatever the dollar index does. Yeah, pretty much. On the Bitcoin chart, such a pattern, the death cross, could form next week. This is a senior market analyst at FX Pro, said in an email on Monday. Such a signal suggests a further decline, emphasizing the bearish trend here. What are your thoughts on that, AJ? I mean, are we looking at a scary death cross in the next week?
Yeah. Hey, BJ, can you pull my screen?
I can.
Here we got Owen bothering him here. Freaking Princess Di's illegitimate son.
1 second. So this here is the Bitcoin daily chart. As you can see at the bottom here, we got rejected from the 50 on the RSI with an overall downward momentum. On market cipher B, downward momentum coming into the red on the money flow, kind of forming another, trigger wave here. But the important thing here and kind of, well, first of all, this yellow line here, that is the support resistance line I mentioned yesterday and on the video Friday. It's right around like 24.6, around the 25 range. It's kind of, that support resistance line could be in a couple places between 24 and 25. Regardless, that support resistance line, in my eyes, is the absolute deal breaker for Bitcoin. If we lose that support resistance line, we are downhill from there. And if we find a spring in the 23 range, that's great, but it's really bad news if we break this support resistance line. We could, at this moment, we could still turn around here and put in a higher low and continue up the hill. But when you're looking at this, so this red line here is the 50-day simple moving average, and the white line is the 200-day simple moving average. So you just kind of, the combined
scary
weighted average of the price movement for 50 days and 200 days. And as you can see here, it's about to cross right there. And it's kind of a teaching moment here because some people use the simple moving average, which is that one, and some people use the estimated moving average. As you can see, it's a little bit very similar, and they're both about the cross. But the thing with the estimated moving average is that it considers the more recent price action more than the SMA. The EMA is normally closer to the actual price itself because it's more recent and has less lag. So always be sure when you're reading these articles if they're using the simple moving average or the estimated moving average. And if you look at them both at the same time, they're close, but they're not. And obviously the EMA is always closer to the price because it considers the most recent price action. It's a more complicated formula than the simple moving average. So there you go.
All right, and I think we just roll into charts. You got any other charts for us here?
Yeah, sure. So I was looking at the ES1 exclamation point or the E-mini futures chart. It's the way I look at the stock market. First things first, RSI getting rejected from here. Another bearish pattern, downward pressure in momentum oscillators coming down in the momentum wave, going into the red with the money flow on the visible range volume profile here on the right of your screen. A lot of the volume is sitting all the way down here for the stock market, and it looks like it could be headed that way. But here's the thing. This trend line here, we've been respecting for a while. So this yellow line is all of 2022, and we broke out of that in the beginning of this year, and we've been in an uptrend. The problem is we got rejected from this little, miniature support resistance line here, putting in a lower high, which is kind of looks like we're probably going to go and retest this 200-day estimated moving average, and hopefully we could turn around there. But if we're putting in like higher highs and higher lows on large time frames in the stock market, that is not a good news for crypto, and that is because of the power of the dollar. This is the DXY chart, which has been increasing. So if we look at, like, say, the 12-hour on the DXY, let me clean this up a little bit here. As you can see, unlike with Bitcoin and the stock market, we have a bullish cross with the 200 and the 50-day estimated moving average right there. And this thing looks like it's coming up. It put in a higher high right here. It has gone above the past high, and this thing could keep going. It is a little overheated in the RSI, but it is going up in the momentum oscillators. It's well into the green, and this thing looks like it is pumping. So I am very weary of the stock market and consequently crypto right now. And like I said, with the Bitcoin chart, it all comes down. This support resistance line is the deal breaker for me. Currently, I am on the sidelines waiting for the market to tell me to give me a signal.
It's exponential. I saw someone saying that earlier. I'm going to say that estimated moving average is exponential.
It's estimated.
Exponential.
Estimated.
Exponential.
Estimated.
All right. So it's my understanding it was exponential.
Hold on. I'll even Google it right now.
All right. We got the man on it right now. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Kyle Hansen, everybody. We got Shrooms in the chat, everybody. All right. We got Ben. He loves some Algorand. I know he loves some AJ then. Let's see. All right. AJ is solid. You know he is.
I stand corrected. I've been calling it estimated this whole time. It is exponential. My bad. Hey, you learn something new every day.
Okay.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I'm more surprised about you just digging your heels in. Like, you were so correct.
I thought it was estimated. I thought it was. I've been
like
wrong
you
before.
Knew.
It's okay to be wrong. I called it.
You went beyond thinking, though. You went to knowing.
I thought I knew. But hey, when you're wrong, you just got to own it and say, hey, you learn something new every day. No big deal.
All right. No big deal. Okay. Why are you clenching your fist like Arthur?
We got $5 for it too. Thanks a lot, Crypto Savvy. Appreciate you.
All right. Is that all we got for the charts today?
I
Well,
actually
we
wanted
also
to...
have this chart right quick. I do
Yeah,
want
yeah,
your
sure.
take on this. This is another famous Bitcoin chart, not quite the TA chart. I'm talking about the rainbow chart. No, I'm not talking about what you see in people's bios next to the Ukrainian flag. No, I'm talking about this. Oh, look, Bitcoin fell out of the magical rainbow chart quickly. Someone add another color so it looks valid still. What are your thoughts on this?
I cannot see it that well. It's like the Bitcoin rainbow.
Yeah.
And it's at the bottom. I mean, based off the halving cycle and everything we've seen, this has played out so far. Honestly, I hope we go to, the other side of the rainbow, but it would be interesting to see what like the rebuttal is if it finally falls out of this pattern. Like what, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people kind of put their bottom dollar on. I've seen this chart a lot. And I've always wondered, like, what happens if it falls out? What are they going to do?
Well, I'll
Like,
tell you
what's the
this.
rebuttal?
You can't see it in this picture. I remember, now maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, we can't really see it. I remember 2017 hitting higher levels. Maybe it didn't hit that very top one, but I'm pretty sure it hit a higher level than this. So when we didn't hit that level, I found it a little suspicious. And then, when we put in the second all-time high, it like wasn't even hitting that level. I remember feeling it was a little obsolete back then, but we'll see. As long as it doesn't turn into this, folks.
Yeah, right.
I think it will be fine.
Right.
I think it'll be fine. Please, Bitcoin, don't go back to a penny. Anything else you want to share?
I wanted to show you the chain link chart. BJ, if you could go to my screen really
Savvy,
fast.
we got to get you on, get your bearish takes here.
Okay, so
we'll get maybe Tim will reach out. We'll figure something out.
Here is the 12-hour chain link chart. The first thing I see here is that if you look at how it came down and put in a lower low here, but on the momentum oscillator, anchor wave, trigger wave, that is a cut and dry case of bullish divergence. And it has also gone past the 50 on the RSI on a 12-hour chart. And although the bear cross happened on the exponential moving average, it is still kind of coming up in the short term. I like that. Right here, it double bottomed, and here it's putting in a higher low. And that is good to see, even if it, structurally speaking, in the short term, if we come into like the 2-hour chart, let me clean this up really fast. Like in the 2-hour chart, this 2-hour chart really doesn't look that bad. It's putting in, it's putting in higher lows. There's a green dot on the 2-hour chart coming bullish on the momentum oscillators. It's turning around on the RSI. Let me clean that up right here. Like, it's moving upward, and it even on the 2-hour chart, the bull crosses mean less on smaller time frames, but still on a 2-hour chart, we're looking at a bull cross right here. And I actually kind of want to pull up and see volume. Let me pull my Lux algo. I want to see the order blocks really fast. Okay.
And I was trying to type in blockchains. I typed in blockchaincentral.com and then .net and then it's center. I might have missed the moment there.
I mean, this might look a little messy. You're good. It looks a little messy on the screen here, but there is a little bit of volume. A lot of the volume is kind of setting up top here. There's a couple of low volume nodes. And really where it gets interesting is on the order blocks right here are green over red with 26% all the way up here at $7.50. Oh, excuse me, just made a mistake. Oh man. Yeah, so if it was to come up to that level, I mean, you're looking at like a 23% gain. And obviously if Bitcoin totally gets rejected, this is going to get nullified. And the first thing is that you want to see it get over this level here. You want to see it put in a higher
price. What is that price for us?
That was the top of that wick is $6.28. So we really want to see Link get over that. It is bullish. It bullish divergence played out at least. I mean, for let's see, a 6% move in 4 days. That in 5 days, that bullish divergence totally played out for a scalp trade. But if it's going to keep going up, I mean, if you look in the past, I mean, Chainlink got completely wrecked. And just like how a chart, when a chart goes up really high, it's going to come down and retest. It is doing the opposite of that when it comes down really hard. It's going to retest in the higher price range. And I really like there's a lot of volume up here. I mean, 26% of the volume right here is bullish with a bull cross on the 2-hour. So, I mean, it is overall macro bearish. If Bitcoin goes below that support resistance line, I'm not going to be aping into Chainlink. But if there are reversal ideas that are out there, some other influencers that I've seen on the internet, I'm not going to say who, but are saying, hey, I don't really think it's that bearish. I think that there are a lot of reversal ideas out there, and Chainlink is looking good in terms of an altcoin.
And there's really not a coin with better fundamentals on the back end,
exactly.
I would say.
Exactly.
We got people talking about exponential. Exponential is a math term involving an exponent.
That makes sense.
Exponent is also when you know that couple that just can't leave each other alone. They're exes, but they act like opponents.
Yeah,
and those are exponents.
The exponents.
And
I like
they
that.
often have nuptials, which leads to exponentials.
I like that.
All right. Let's talk about Tether here. Whale all million 10. Okay. All right. Google is an amazing thing. Google is an amazing thing. Shout out to, hey, they're the richest people in California. Larry Page. All right. Tether Holdings becomes the world's 22nd largest U.S. Treasury bond holder. It's pretty big, bigger than a lot of countries. I was pretty surprised there. So they are the crypto giant behind the largest stablecoin by market cap, and they became the 22nd largest holder of U.S. Treasury bonds. This is basically debt from the government. That means they overtook Australia, Spain, Mexico, and the UAE to achieve this feat. Now, this isn't saying, they have more money than them, just that they have more U.S. debt than those entities right there. So sorry, Mexico. Sorry, Australia. Circle is the issuer of USDC. Previously reported that it held $8.3 billion of U.S. debt as of the end of July here. In June, they ditched the long-term U.S. Treasuries from the reserve fund, citing concerns surrounding the U.S.'s debt ceiling. So it looks like they're getting out of long-term and probably moving into short-term, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. The crypto influencer, who are they talking about here? Wall Street Silver stated that China was dumping the bonds due to the impact on its own economy and currency. The country is reportedly swapping out its U.S. debt for gold. Crypto community on X predicted the rate of selling would only increase in the future. I think part of it is the BRICS narrative too. Now that you don't have to transact with these BRIC nations with U.S. dollars, you interact with their own respective currencies. You don't need as much dollars. It's like having Schrute bucks. All of a sudden, Dwight Schrute doesn't work there anymore. So now you have your Stanley nickels, and then you're going to be good. Shout out to all the Schrute buck holders there.
Yeah.
Is 20 Stanley nickels worth one Schrute buck?
I have no idea what that means. I have no idea.
You ever watched The Office?
Like a couple episodes, never really went down that far down the rabbit hole. I know I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
It's all right. The first season is a little slow. It's a little outdated. And I understand when people watch that first season, they don't really.
I tried. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was just like, why do people like this show? You know what's another show like that? The Walking Dead. I have no idea how anybody watched that show. I have no idea.
I watched the first couple seasons.
I watched the first 2 seasons 3 times and could not get to the third.
Yeah, BJ actually was a walker.
I bet he was. I bet you were.
Survivor season 7.
Oh, he was a starving survivor.
10 and 11.
Wow.
I'm blatantly obvious.
I'm glad you made it, BJ.
It's hilarious.
Okay.
Oh, I survived the Georgia heat in winter clothes.
Interesting.
It was terrible.
Very interesting.
Schrute bucks are the most valuable currency in the world. All right. Better than Bitcoin? Yeah. You know what? Rainn Wilson. He's kind of lost it. I'll say that. All right. Let's talk about stablecoins one more time here. Stablecoins, and I agree with this statement. Stablecoins are the true killer app of crypto, this is according to Peter Johnson. He is the co-head of venture investments at Breven. Stablecoins like Tether and USDC are evolving into the killer app of cryptocurrency. In a recent video with Anthony Pompliano, he analyzed data showing relentless growth in stablecoin adoption despite market conditions. Active wallet addresses sending stablecoins continue setting new highs, decoupling from speculative exchange volumes and bear markets. Stablecoin transactions increasingly occur for non-trading purposes as user bases expand beyond crypto's early adopters. I bought things in stablecoin. Have you?
Bought things with stablecoins?
Yeah.
I can't really think of a specific.
Yeah, my helium miner I never got.
Yeah. BJ's helium miner you never got. I bought my truck in Cardano. True story. Shout out to Woodstock, Chrysler, Jeep and Dodge. So,
I mean, other than art, like obviously like NFTs you buy with crypto, and at Bitcoin Miami, my girlfriend and I, we bought art, like physical art with Bitcoin there. But other than that, I've never really have bought stuff with crypto yet. I mean, okay. Just haven't done it.
Better watch The Walking Dead because that's going to happen here soon.
It might.
LOL. Well, if
in the world or here, I kind of thought like the real world, because a real zombie apocalypse is probably going to happen. Let's get honest here.
Probably going to happen.
Probably going to happen. I'm saying in the next, like, not my kids, but maybe my grandkids might have to fight some zombies.
I
Just
would
saying.
say the most realistic zombie depiction is going to be Cujo, which was BJ. You might know this. Rabies. Rabies. You have sensitivity to light, meaning you might only come out of dark. You kind of messes up. Maybe something there. All right, let's talk about BlackRock pulling out. No, they're pulling back from China under intense pressure. BlackRock did close China Flexible Equity Fund, citing low investor interest and high costs. Specifically, they'll cease operations after only amassing 22 million assets since October of 2017. Not a whole lot there. The chair, Denise Voss, explained the decision. The fund has a lack of new investor interest and a bleak outlook for significant future subscriptions. Additionally, she noted that continuing to manage such a small fund would drive up costs, which would not serve shareholders' best interests. Also, I think there's going to be more scrutiny investing in China because they'll probably see it as some sort of CCP, maybe too friendly, maybe adversarial for our domestic freedoms and wants and desires here. Let's talk about Coinbase. Coinbase is going to be related to the Grayscale letter here, I think. Coinbase takes action for institutional investors preparing to provide crypto loan service. So this is going to be not for me and you. It's going to be for, big companies that just maybe want to borrow here. So it's going to be Coinbase, BlockFi, and launch a crypto lending service for institutional investors. I like how they say Coinbase, BlockFi Inc., and launch. Anyways, looking to take advantage of the gap left after the collapse of firms such as Genesis Global Holdco. Customers of the Prime service of the exchange have already invested $57 million in its lending program, according to a recent filing with the SEC. In June, the SEC charged Coinbase with an unregistered offer and sale of securities in connection with the staking program, which uses the service, which uses the service that allows users to give their coins to Coinbase to secure blockchain networks. Basically, saying, hey, it's a little too close to a financial instrument, and we don't like it. Yeah. We want them to go to Grayscale for their financial instrument, but then they try to stop that too. So what's really going on here? Let's see. Coinbase rewards. It looks like rewards for Stellar 1%, 0.5% for anything else, getting 2% with CRC. What's that? Crypto.com? No, that's Crow. So what's CRC?
CRC. I have to look it up.
Some folks are zombie by choice. Bread and circus is all they want. All right.
Speaking of revivals, you saw that base did go down.
Bitcoin. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't really looked too much into that. I mean, how long is it down? We do have a FriendTech story, so maybe we'll see a little bit of that. All right, let's see. I think Sol is more on the freedom side at this point. We'll see. Interesting. All right, a Grayscale lawyer sent letters regarding Bitcoin ETF requesting a meeting from Gary and the SEC here. Grayscale is seeking a meeting with the SEC to discuss its proposal to convert its Bitcoin trust into a spot Bitcoin trust. It's basically a futures one. Now they want to have it in a one of today, a one of now. Yeah. Grayscale's move follows a recent decision by 3 judges on the Court of Appeals for the DC District. Justice ruled that the SEC should reconsider the ETF request. They've taken legal action against the SEC after its proposal was rejected by the agency. Grayscale's legal team argues that there is no justification for the company being treated differently from Bitcoin futures ETFs. In the latest court decision, it will state the SEC did not accept the spot ETF on an unfounded basis. This is not investment advice. This is maybe Gary helping Goldman, helping BlackRock, maybe. Yeah. Maybe 5 people are going to walk through the front door all at once. We don't know how this is going to happen.
In what world is Gary not paid off by
in what world
X amount of people?
Is Gary
really
off?
Look at everything in his agenda and what he's done. There's just no way he's not taking money on the side.
I don't know if it's so much taking money, but maybe taking a promise for future friendly activities in a wink. Like, hey, look, BlackRock, don't give me a check for $10 million that I'm going to cash in the Cayman Islands. But I'm a wink, I'm a shake your hand, and I expect to be on your speaking circuit next year, and you will pay me $250,000.
About his stable coin, right? Lizard coin?
Lizard coin?
Yeah,
well, I'm excited for Bitcoin. Someone said Shroot Farms is going to drop Bitcoin. I'm pretty bullish on that. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica means nothing to you.
I'm surprised no one has made like a Schmeckle coin from Rick and Morty. I'm surprised that's not a meme coin, and it should be.
Okay.
Just saying.
New season comes out next month, I think.
Yeah, October 17th.
October 17th. Yep. All right. Looking forward to it. It is my favorite show currently airing.
Me too.
Currently airing.
Yep.
Not ever. It might be. All
It's
right,
top 5 for sure.
Golden Girls, best show ever. I agree.
No.
Thank you, guys.
I heard they do too many clip shows. Is that true?
Golden Girls, huh?
No.
No. I
Let me know
watched
in the
it
chat if
35
you like.
years ago.
Do you like Golden Girls? Let us know in the chat. Like, I want to know how many people agree with BJ on this.
All the people.
Okay. All right.
All right. You can just look at him and see that you can grease his palms and he's all about
Thank
it.
you.
Oh, he has that look.
And Bob from accounting would know that. He would know that look.
If anyone knows that look, it is Bob,
It's Bob from accounting. I love his name. That's great.
All right, we got some Rick and Morty fans in the house here. All right, let's talk about FriendTech here. Our Friend.Tech keys securities. This is one I stayed away from. Basically, FriendTech is similar to BitCloud or its predecessor income sharing agreements. However, given the millions of dollars at stake, attorneys are already questioning whether the app's founders or influencers actually offered these shares as securities without registering their offering with the SEC as required by law. Let's see. Suspicious item number 1. It renamed its shares as keys. That's sus. That is sus. Suspicious item number 2. Influencers sell early keys on a bonding curve that forcibly increases the price of keys. Sus number 2. Sus number 3. The keys are tradable. Okay, well, that's crypto. And then sus item number 4. Many influencers advertise the ability of key holders to participate in the growth financially. The Howey test of Friend.Tech. From the SEC's perspective, it matters how the founders and influencers promoted each offering of keys. Specifically, it uses the Howey test, which says an asset sale counts as an investment contract if it passes these 4 conditions. Is there an investment of money? Is it in a common enterprise with a reasonable expectation of profit to be derived from the efforts of others? So what are those orange trees going to do 89 years ago? I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Justin Bieber. Are there any believers in chat? Hold on, we got a 12-pound super chat here. Hey, team, any chance to have the dudes at Pro Traders Lounge in your live for TA charts? It will be fire. I don't know the Pro Traders Lounge.
Tell them to
we
reach
can look
out.
into it.
Yeah, tell them to reach out. Message me. I'll
Message AJ,
I'll let
message
you know.
Tim. I check every DM on X, so you can message me as well. Family Guy, a lot of people like Family Guy. Okay, I respect that. Futurama, not the biggest fan of the new reboot. Although I got to watch the 3rd episode. I heard they talk about Bitcoin. Family Guy, close second.
I'm Tiny
You
Rick.
know, Mad Men to me is better than Breaking Bad.
Mad Men's an amazing show.
Mad Men is better
amazing
than
show.
also Game of Thrones.
Better than Breaking Bad, not better than Game of
The
Thrones.
reason I say that, all those shows aired on Sundays, and I worked evenings. I was a bartender. When I would come home, I would watch one show, first. I would watch Mad Men before the other ones.
Interesting.
At least like
Very
season 6, season 7. So it's a really good show.
Great show.
Great
amazing show.
All right, let's talk about. All right, speaking of great show, would Justin Bieber put on a great show?
Probably. Probably. It would probably be a good time.
Okay. Would you rather see Bieber or Taylor Swift?
Oh, T Swift all day.
Really?
All day.
Why do people love Taylor Swift? I don't get it. I don't get it. I want to get it, and I don't get it.
It's like, here's the thing. I don't like Taylor Swift. I don't listen to her, on my iPod Shuffle. But when you hear her songs on the radio, it's like, oh, I actually know every word to her songs. It's like they're programmed in your mind just from all the times they've been on in the background at the mall or whatever.
Store or something.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. It was like, you know every word, and it's not your fault. Like, I know, it's crazy.
Maver says, what's the best cocktail for, I like a green tea shot. It's really hard to beat a green tea shot. And do they delete that? Was that Tim? No, it was a different one. And then also, I made a pretty mean margarita, I guess. Mad Men, really good. Breaking Bad's awesome.
Did you
Last
like
of Us, HBO,
Sons
really
of
good.
Anarchy?
I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. I
Ooh.
heard I had to be a white racist to
No,
enjoy that
not
show
at
fully.
all.
Is
Not
that
at
true?
all. It's a great show. Well, I grew up racing motocross, and my
I thought you were
dad
gonna
owns
say
a motorcycle shop. My dad owns a motorcycle shop, so of course, motorcycle culture has kind of always been engraved in my mind. So I think that's why I got with that show. But it's a great show. Great show. It's a tragedy. It's based off Macbeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me like it maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
White Russian, no, I'm lactose intolerant. That is going to be a bad time for everybody involved. All right, let's talk about Justin Bieber. Do you want to make money off Justin Bieber? Do you want Justin Bieber to go up there and I don't know, was he do something like that? Do you want to make money off of him doing that? Do you want to make money off him peeing in the bucket?
Also, on a side note, we now know that AJ was not a theater kid because he said the M word inside of a studio/theater.
What?
You're never supposed to say the M word.
What are you talking
It's
about?
a stupid thing.
Yeah.
It's like why you say break your leg or I don't know. Something that
you can't say that
clove
word.
smoking nerds beneath the stairs at the studio, the drama class
Okay.
would like tell each other. But anyways, all right. Nothing wrong with smoking clove cigarettes, drama kids.
I don't know how we got here, but I agree. SOA seasons 1 through 3, elite. I agree. 100% with the Lord Card.
Okay.
How do you say his name?
Let's see. We have Lord Cardizzi.
Cardeziel.
Okay. All right. And I'm on the last episode of The Shielded as the bee's knees. All right. Let's talk about Justin Bieber here. Justin Bieber hit track to become an NFT for royalty sharing. Okay, guys. I'm serious here. You can make money off his past work, but it's not anything new. I don't even know the song. It's from the 2015 song called Company. And this has been turned into an NFT by another block, which fans could earn royalties from future streams of the track. So how did this happen? Basically, the producer of the track, his name's Andreas Schuler, also known as Accident. That's actually not a bad streamer name right there for a gamer. Accident. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
They will drop the track Company as an NFT with only 2,000 of these available. While they remain the rights holder, fans owning an NFT of the track will then be able to participate in the 1% royalty share of the streams of the song. Accident spoke to the fans of the industry and how blockchain and music rights open up the new world of interactions. The ownership bears far greater weight than its monetary value. It forges a profound connection to the art that until now has been beyond the reach of fans. That's just a good way of saying you probably won't make your money back. Guys, it's bigger than the monetary value. You're owning a piece of something. So don't worry if you don't make your money, or don't worry if it would take 800 years to get back your funds there. The song's initial release made it in Australia's top 40, landed at 53 on the US charts. To date, the track has amassed over 500 million streams. It's pretty big there. They already worked on Web3 ventures with other names, including The Weeknd, Rihanna, and Martin Garrix. Who's Martin Garrix? I've never heard of that person.
No idea.
Like some electronic artist.
I have no idea.
Song called Pizza.
Martin Garrix has an awesome song called Pizza. Okay.
All right.
That's the only song I know. It's epic.
It's a hit.
All right. People like him. It's toe tapping. That's what I hear. Do 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 da do do do. LOL.
Baby Shark.
Jamie Tart. All right. Let's talk about Tornado Cash and the DOJ trying to tornado anyone that uses it. Attorneys say Department of Justice charges against Tornado Cash is contradicted the FinCEN guidance. What is the FinCEN guidance? It's basically just like AML on the global scale here. Some crypto advocates and legal experts called out the DOJ's charges against the founders, Roman Storm and Roman Simonov. Their argument, the officials are going against guidance previously issued by the Treasury Department and by the FinCEN in particular. They announced the indictments against them too last month. They're alleged to have laundered upward of $1 billion through the mixing service. In a new paper, attorneys from Kravitz, Swain, and Moore highlight that they allege are inconsistencies between 2019 guidance and the recent indictment. The paper's authors pay particular attention to the allegations that they operated an unregistered money transmitter. To act as a money transmitter, the wholesaler wallet must have total independent control over the value, FinCEN wrote. While they're arguing that they had to use a secret note, which only the customer ever had access to deposit and withdraw funds, the funders never had total independent control. So because you put it in Tornado Cash, you get the secret code, and then only you can withdraw it. We didn't have total control. I buy that argument. That makes sense to me. Honestly, I think code is free speech, and I don't think they should spend one day behind bars. I think this is a grave injustice by our Department of Justice. I get it. They want to stop terrorism, but really, eventually, terrorism is going to be used against you one day. Just look at the Canadian trucker situation.
I mean, it's just like anytime it's a power grab, it's always been a power grab. And anytime we have like any amount of control to do anything, you know what they're going to say? National security. It's all about drug lords and money launderers and all these like hot button words that get like emotion stirred up in the minds of the people that don't understand what's actually happening. Anything that equals your financial freedom, your financial sovereignty, X, Y, and Z, all of those things, they're going to control it in any way they can. That's just the way it is because national security.
It's like Anti-Flag's been writing songs exactly about this for 15 plus years.
Shout out to Anti-Flag all day.
Okay. Shout out to Sinead. All right, let's talk about buy, sell, hodl, trade. We got Solana, Avalanche, and Cardano. Which crypto will have the biggest gain this cycle? I mean, I'm betting on. Oh man,
Choose your words.
Honestly,
carefully.
Avalanche has the lowest market cap.
Sell
it could
Avalanche.
be Avalanche. It could be. I'm going with Cardano though. If I had to choose, gun to the head, I'm choosing Cardano. Solana has emerged one of the top gainers of 23, with Sol adding more than 101% to its price since the beginning of the year. However, Avalanche and Cardano have failed to reach those gains. Let's see. So Cardano recorded a minus appreciation since the beginning of January, going from 24 cents to 26 cents. So Cardano's up 8%. Solana's up 100%. Avalanche is actually down 10%. So yeah, I mean, looking at this, honestly, I feel more bullish now that, all right, so one coin has doubled, one coin has gone down, and one coin's largely flat during the bear. What's going to have more upside? I kind of feel good about saying the one that's flat.
Exactly.
The one that's down could be down further. And like,
Yeah.
AJ said, hey, may not, be where we want it to be 2 years from now.
Yep.
Solana, maybe it's oversold, but then I have people like Maddie B saying it's actually beaten down harder than you would think.
Definitely sell Avalanche, hodl Cardano, and trade Solana.
Okay.
Solana is a good coin to day trade anyway.
It is.
Yep,
It is.
I day trade Solana all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
Hey,
I
man,
don't
let
hold
me know
it though.
next time. We have we're pretty close. Just shoot.
Okay.
Just holler at me.
All right. Hey.
So I can counter trade you. I'm just kidding. I'm going to copy trade everybody. All right. According to on-chain analytics, DeFi Llama, Cardano emerged as a top gainer. Amongst them, as far as total value locked, Cardano's jumped a whopping 227%. Meanwhile, Avalanche had total value locked decline 32%. And Solana, it recorded a rise of nearly 50% in its total value lock. So we a little bit all over the place with those three.
Yeah.
All right. So I think I agree with AJ. I'm trading Solana. I'm hodling Cardano, and then I guess I'd have to sell Avalanche there. So that I would agree with AJ. Me and AJ, we're in agreement with this one. BJ, I'm guessing Cardano is your buy.
That definitely is. The other two, I'm interested in some kind of Rust protocol. So, oh god, I gotta move over here. But Solana, I believe is. I know Avalanche is. So one of those is going to go very well. So then you look at Avalanche being basically in the forefront of being like, hey, we work with the corporations, versus Solana, that's we know about Solana. So I really can't make a quick pick on either of those, but we'll go ahead and say Cardano definitely buy, Solana sell, and then
Okay.
Avalanche hold.
Okay.
Wait, have you seen the Solana news this week? With like Shopify
USDC and Visa.
Visa.
Yeah, BJ's been gone, so yeah, check that out. It
I've
might
been
be worth checking out.
working.
Okay. All right. JPEG Junkie's price in the bull market. Answers, please. Smash the like. Let's see. You'll go from stealing money out your mom's purse to buy a junkie to her stealing your seed phrase to steal your junkie.
There it is.
All right. I'd be surprised if Cardano made a new all-time high this bull run. I would be surprised if it didn't.
Minimum $5.
I'm just thinking where Cardano was as an ecosystem when it got to $3 compared to where Cardano is as an ecosystem today.
Yep.
Also, its inflation rate is only about 5%, which isn't that bad. You have some coins where back in 2021, it was 10% of the coin circulating. You fast forward to today, it's 80% of the coin circulating. We're
Yep.
like, 3.13. Okay. Even
Interesting.
better,
Interesting.
even less sell pressure. So,
Yeah. It's hard to not be bullish on Cardano. Minimum $5 in my book. Minimum.
Okay. All right. I think, do we got time for the Xminute? Yeah. We got a little time for the Xminute here. I got a couple tweets or posts that I've done today and last night as well. Let's see. We hit refresh here. Guys, make sure you give me a follow. Let's get a 42,600.
I posted a goodie from DragonCon.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe. All right. Well, I'll like it. We'll look at it tomorrow for sure. Bitcoin School in El Salvador. We covered this on ATB last night, so it's just a quick 34-second short if you want to see kind of the breakdown on that. Here's a good point from Cernovich. There's something I've been saying where we have this increase in ineptitude. Some say it's just it's like a failed state here. There's a good tweet by Cernovich here. United's entire fleet is down. This would have been the only story 10 years ago. Would have been incomprehensible. No one would understand how it could happen. But in 2023, it's just another thing that happens. Sign of a society in decay that this isn't bigger news. I think we're seeing it at the gas station when you go to order your food, just anything. I feel like there's been a lot of incompetence. We've seen a rise of incompetence. Is it
People
social
don't
media
care.
ruining people's brains?
Yeah.
I mean, what is happening here?
We don't have time to explain the entire all the flaws with the human condition right here. But I mean, people don't care. And obviously, like when they're forced to work jobs they hate, like I get it. Like I get it 100%.
Oh, I've done it.
You know
A
what I
lot.
mean? I totally understand. There needs to be more incentive all the way around. But like some people, there's a difference between people who are proud of what they do and the people who are embarrassed about what they do. And the people who are embarrassed are not living in a mindset that is, congruent with putting in effort, showing that they care, going the extra step, X, Y, Z. And it creates a culture. It creates a disgusting culture, really. And it's sad because they don't have incentive. So why would they try?
Yeah.
You know?
BJ, your mic might have been muted there. Let's just see. Car for Coin, congrats on the 9-year wedding anniversary. That's pretty cool there. U.S. is the most advanced civilization in human history. True. Very complex systems that require minimal level of competency and diligence to maintain. What happens when there's no one to do it? Yeah, it's like if all of a sudden 99.9% of the population dies, can you make a street light? Like from soup to nuts? I couldn't. I can't. No one can make a pencil. No one person can make a pencil.
That Joe Rogan bit where he's like, if I just drop my friends off into the forest, how long will it take them to send me an email?
Yeah.
I love that joke.
That's a good one.
It's such a good joke. And he's right.
A million me's couldn't do it in a million years.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Now Drew, he's gonna have smoke signals. He's gonna have like trained carrier pigeons that like he's taught like freaking
Probably.
Latin or something.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the likes here. I'm gonna be in Vegas NFT Las Vegas 2023. It used to be called CNFT Con. Looking forward to that for sure. Here's just someone talking about Chainlink here. It's May 21. Chainlink is $50. You tell yourself when the bear market starts, you start to stack at cheap prices. Well, today it's $6. Use cases and fundamentals have never been stronger, but you're not interested anymore. Chainlink is a big opportunity. We have another latest on Cardano by Ada Whale. He doesn't do these that often. This is his 23rd one in the series. I've been watching this over a year at this point, so really, really cool. If you want to know latest on Cardano, BJ, I highly recommend you check that out. It's just a lot of cool things. There's a safe company that is basically giving the FBI your code. It's Liberty Safe. There are other safe companies. So just something to be thinking about there. I don't think that's cool.
That's not cool at all.
Here is a cool thing I've never really thought about. Then we'll do one more, just kind of two thoughts of the bear market here. Accepting the definition of time is your prison. To accept weekdays and weekends is to accept society's definition of you as a worker. Hustle all you want or don't hustle all you want. Working all weekend isn't a flex as a prison. What the heck is a weekend? It really just makes you think like, we have constrained ourselves in these self-made prisons. Yeah. And sometimes it's just good to realize that, recognize that. Sometimes it's good to say, it is weird that we do X, Y, and Z. Like that is a weird thing in nature. And so, just kind of point to that fact.
It's true.
Here we have, hey, big shout out to the Blockchain Basement sharing this. And congrats to all the people who like doggos. All right, here we go. Two different viewpoints by two very smart people that I like to follow. I'm talking about Alex Becker. I'm talking about Gainsey here. Alex Becker, this isn't a similar market to 2019. You're not getting a 4-year cycle or a nice predictable bull run to pick up generational wealth like a welfare check. Sorry.
I like that tweet.
But then we have Gainsey's tweet. Quite literally, virtually no one thinks it's over. Ask 100 people and 99 will tell you the next bull run is the biggest. And I'm among those 99. But I don't need to pretend we're anything other than the overwhelming majority. Well, I also think the next bull run will be the biggest bull run ever. Do you?
Yes, okay. I do. But I agree with Alex in the terms that, like when we hit the all-time high in November, not many people at all will ever say, oh, I called it, I sold that day, blah, blah, blah. Like as things happen, it's always, hindsight's always 2020, especially in crypto, and you pay for your mistakes. So as like, if you didn't sell the top, like when did you sell? January, February, March? Like how long did it take you to realize like we weren't turning around? And just like that, when are we going to realize, oh, like if you subscribe to the theory that the bull run starts the day we hit the bottom, you know what I mean? Because like, does the bear market start the day after we hit the all-time high? It happens slowly over time. It's never point A to point B. And I think that's what Becker is kind of alluding to, or the way I define it, because it's not going to be like, it's not going to be easy, and you're not going to realize it's happening until like the time has gone by. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think this would be the? Yeah, I do what you know what you mean, and I agree with that statement too. And we kind of had it happen last time with the March 2020 crash.
Yep.
That kind of threw people off.
Yep.
Let's see. Someone was saying, do you think this will be the last big bull run? I could see that. Why not invite Alex Becker to the channel? Alex Becker, you're invited to the channel.
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah, I would definitely have him come on and talk about it. He could talk about his platform with Elio if he wants. Elio, we'd love to get Elio back on. Elio, come back on ATB. One of the best guests we've had for sure. The real deal. Let's see. Johnny's computer just crashed in the background. That was funny.
Oh,
Is
man.
there a basement show today? Yes.
Yeah,
2 p.m.
So.
They started at 2 p.m. No, Becker's not. No, he's not Web3 me. He's honestly, he's like really taking his life into his own hands, and there's not many more things that are more alpha than that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. with red light therapy, sauna, ice bath, 1,000 sit-ups. But that's cool that he is doing that. Hey, if I had the financial freedom, my lifestyle would be, more similar to his than it is today. So I'm out here, I'm grinding out for you guys, folks.
Totally.
Like Pretty Ricky says, grind for me. All right, look at Bitcoin all-time chart, pretend it's the 4-hour, and you wouldn't buy. I don't know, because I'm looking at that 2021 area, then I'm seeing, hey, look what it did in 2013, look what it did in 2017, look what it did in 2021. I mean, I still feel like there's something there, though. We are not hitting 15K. When we were there, you said the same people were talking 3K. I agree. I don't think I said that is the bottom. I said it was the bottom. I think I said it within 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. When we hit that low, I put out a tweet. I tweeted about the 4-year cycle. I said, this is where I think we're at, and I think we're turning around from here. Still standing by that. Maybe I'm going to look very, very smart in 18 months. Maybe I'll look like an idiot in 6 months. I guess we'll see. I think I'll look smart, though. 15.8 being the bottom.
I am on team 15.8's the bottom for sure.
Yeah, I put it out there. I should pin that tweet. Maybe I don't pin it, because what if we do go lower? Then I'll look dumb. You know what? No, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to pin that tweet. Maybe I got to find it first, though.
Yeah.
I think we hit 19.7 before then.
I'm on team. We lose support resistance line. We're going to lose the 25 level. We're probably going to retest the 23 level. We might even retest the 20K level. I'm on that team, but I am also on team with the bottom is already in.
50 injections of vitamins. That's the part I don't know about that. Wisconsin. People are talking about Wisconsin is the most advanced civilization. They do have good cheese. I bet the brats are pretty good there. Don't take fentanyl in the back of a cop car in Wisconsin, though. They will kneel on you.
Yeah, one night I spent a week in Wisconsin.
Okay. I went there for VCon. It was fine.
All right. Well, hold on. One night you spent a week in Wisconsin.
It's an inside joke.
Okay. I was about to say. Okay. Am I the only one who caught that?
I hope to be part of an inside joke one day. All right, that is all we got time for. See, you laughed, and that was from The Office. You got to give it a shot here. All right, folks, that's all we have time for. Make sure you hit that like button. We're going to be in the basement at 2 p.m. Make sure you check ATB at 5 p.m. See that little logo right there? Around the blockchain, we go live to you Monday through Friday. All right, that's all we got for today. Till next time.
Later.
Easy out. Hit that like.
Peace.